Hey my friends, hello and welcome back. Pensando Inglés. I just had a thought and thought I would share it with you guys, give you guys some good input, but also just something to think about in life. And that is, can we ever really be satisfied? Can we ever be satisfied with our lives, with what we have in our lives? And what got me thinking about this is I was talking with my mom earlier about if my wife is going to keep working the job that she has, or if she's not going to work for a while, or if she's going to find a different job. Because for the last year of our marriage, a little longer, my wife has been working at a pretty good job, and I have my job, which is a really good job. So we've had two incomes, and we've been doing really well. We've been saving, paid off my Jeep. My wife's job pays for the rent in our house, and we've been very blessed to do a lot of great things. Just went on a beautiful vacation, and I was talking with my mom. I was saying, my wife doesn't have to get a new job right away. If she wants to take a little bit of time off, we can survive on my job, but we won't be able to save money and do a lot of the things we like to do. And my mom was like, yeah, you just won't be able to do the extravagant things. Now, the extravagant things that you guys do. Now, extravagant, guys, means like a big mansion, or going on vacations every month, spending a lot of money on super nice clothes. And that made me think that, to me, my life is just normal now. But to my mom, she sees what we do as extravagant. And it made me think that when I was younger, guys, when I was 18 or 19, my dreams were just to have a nice car, to have a beautiful wife, to have a nice home. I dreamt of these things, and now I take them for granted. So, will we ever be satisfied? Will there ever come a time when you're like, I made it, I did it, I'm living my dream, yes, I'm so happy? Or when you get to that point of where your dream was, will you start thinking, oh, my home only has 2 bedrooms. When will I have a 10-bedroom mansion? When will I have a better car? When will I have this? When will I have this? Can we ever be truly satisfied, guys? That's the question. And it made me feel grateful. It made me feel very grateful, because my wife has been working very hard. She deserves to take a break. My goal, my new dream, is that I make enough money that my wife doesn't have to work. But I'm very grateful that we've both been working for this last year, for our whole marriage, and we have been able to live a very, very comfortable life. We eat incredible food every day. Incredible food. Whatever food we want. Now that, I think a lot of times social media doesn't help, because you'll watch a YouTube video of some rich guy, and he has his own plane, and he's going here and doing this. So you stop thinking about, and you don't realize how lucky I am that I had an amazing dinner last night. How lucky I am that we have savings just for emergency. We have money put away just for an emergency. How lucky and blessed we are that if my mom has a problem, she doesn't have to be scared, because she knows that her son will help her. And I know that if something goes wrong with my car, my house, we have money for that, because we've worked hard. We learned how to use our money, how to save it. And I'm just very grateful for the situation I'm in. And yeah, I could have a lot more, but guys, I could have a lot less. Could have a lot less. There's a whole lot of people in the world that don't have the things that we have. and we're just very blessed. I was talking to a guy on our flight back home when my son and we took a plane from Armenia to Panama. I was sitting next to this guy. I'll tell you guys the little story because it's funny. He's Latino, so, you know, we assumed he speaks Spanish, but my son was telling me, oh man, I wish I could have sat next to the window. And then the guy looked at us, he's like, hey, if he wants to sit by the window, we could trade, no problem. His English was as good as mine, normal. I was like, oh wow, cool man, thank you. And we got to talking. He's Colombian, he was born in Colombia, his mom lives there, but he lives in Miami and in Florida. So we got to talking about how lucky people are in the United States because we get to eat, you know, good food all the time. Guys, there's fat, poor people here. Fat, poor people. Never in the history of the earth has there been fat, poor people. Normally, poor people starve. But now in the world, we have so much abundance that there are gorditos pobres, fat, poor people. And it's crazy to think, guys. And you know, seeing Colombia gave me a lot of different perspectives, you know. There's a lot of people living in certain areas that don't have very many things at all, but there's also a lot of areas where they live just like we do in the United States, you know. There's people that are a little bit overweight, so they're eating good, they have the phones, they have nice clothes, and you know, it's just something to think about, guys. The people who are poor in the bad areas, they would give anything to just be the gordito with a nice phone and nice clothes. But the gordito with a nice phone and nice clothes is sitting there mad, wishing he was the millionaire who he's watching on his phone on YouTube. So, where are you in your life right now? Are you happy where you are? Or are you taking for granted the things that you have? Taking for granted, guys, let me give you an example. Maybe my friend has a wife. She's beautiful. She does everything for him. She's a good mom, wonderful woman. But he treats her ekis because he's used to having her and he thinks that she will always be there. So he doesn't appreciate having her. That man takes his wife for granted. So are you taking your life for granted? The blessings that you have? I, for one, know that a lot of times I do take things for granted because it's normal to me, the things that I have, the things that I do. You know, I've been working at a good job for 6 years. And a lot of people around here dream about having that job. You know, the poor guys, when I was a broke means you have no money, broke 18-year-old, me and my buddies would sit around talking about and dreaming about the things that I have now. My best friend, one of my best friends, he works at the same place I do. But he works like crazy. He works every day, so he made so much more money than me. Guys, he made money like a doctor makes money last year. And we used to sit around with our stomachs growling because we were hungry. Now, we eat whatever we want, you know? Our kids can have toys, you know? We buy nice clothes for our children. We have cars, we have homes, families. We used to dream about this stuff. Now that we have it, it's just normal. We take it for granted. We don't appreciate it. Guys, I've been doing a journal of gratitude. I made a video about it. I think I'm like 20 days in now. And it's just helping me to see, guys, like, I have so many things now that I didn't have years ago. And I need to stop taking them for granted. And that's what this gratitude journal is helping me feel more grateful and thankful, because when you take time to look and see, wow, I have this, you feel a lot more content, a lot more satisfied. And the last video I made was Buddhism, about the teachings of Buddha. And he says the cause of suffering is not being satisfied with what you have. It's that guy we were talking about looking at his phone at the millionaire, so he's not satisfied with the comfortable life he has. So if you don't have cravings and desires, you won't be upset because you'll be content with what you have. So that's what I'm trying to do every day, guys, is be more grateful for what I have. I'm always going to have goals because I'm an ambitious, motivated guy. You guys are too, because if you're watching this, you're trying to learn. But don't base the value of your life. Don't base your opinion of if your life is good or bad on whether you already have your goals or not. Because, guys, the journey is the real treasure. The journey is the real treasure. It's not the destination. It's not reaching the goal. It's the working towards it every day. Guys, I was thinking, like, these last couple years, I'm reading a book right now. Guys, just in my car, within arm's reach, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I know there's at least another one. At least 4 or 5 books in my car. Guys, in the last couple years, I've acquired so much knowledge. I've worked so hard. I've gained so many skills, so much confidence, so many beautiful interactions. Oh, here's another book with people. And it's been the journey. So the day that I do reach my goal, guys, you know, my goal with YouTube has always been to have my 100,000 subscriber plaque. The day that I reach that piece of plastic will mean nothing to me. It's the journey, guys, that has been the real prize all along. Getting to know some of you guys, helping you guys, you know, learning about your cultures, communicating with people, becoming more confident in myself, searching for knowledge, finding knowledge. These are the real prizes. And as I've been studying, you know, spirituality and reading that book on Buddhism, I don't even care. Guys, I used to think every single day, I want that 100,000 subscriber plaque so bad. When I get that, I'll feel successful. I don't even care about it anymore, guys. Yeah, it'll be awesome. Yeah, I'm going to keep going until I get it. But that piece of plastic means absolutely nothing in this world. And I'm not suffering because I don't have it anymore. I'm just going to keep on making these videos because that's what I do. That's who I am. You know, this is my place to let out my creativity and to share. So I'm no longer worried about the getting things. I'm just living the experience and being grateful for what I have, because what I have now is so much more than what I had 10 years ago. So much more than when I was that super skinny teenager who, you know, didn't get to eat incredible things, didn't have a loving wife, didn't have an awesome son, didn't have a community like this of thousands of people. Can we ever be satisfied, guys? I don't know. But I feel pretty content right now. And I hope that this video not just gave you some good English exposure, but I hope you think, guys. Look around and see some things that you have now that you didn't have a year ago. Just be a little grateful for them, because it's the journey, guys. It's the journey. So if you are truly in a place where you look around and you're like, there's nothing here I want, that means you got to start working, guys. You got to start working harder. Think about what you do want, and then think about a small step how to get towards it. But if you have already been working for a while, just the fact, if you can understand me right now, guys, think about that. Guys, I have awesome conversations in Spanish. When I was a kid, I never thought about learning another language. I never thought I'd go to a different country and have incredible conversations with people, meet people, you know, fall in love with another culture. I don't know, guys. Just thinking out loud. None of this is written down. Anyway, those are my reflections and my thoughts for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.